Hi guys, Daimien here. Today I'm going to talk about something that I have spoken about before, but it's really important. I see it popping up all the time. It's called generational sabotage. Now, often I find myself talking to my clients and saying, listen, maybe you shouldn't talk to your family about your property investing. And they say, well, that's a bit, and I say, I'll tell you why. Because your parents love you, like your family love you, of course they do. But you've got to remember that 90% of Australians are low to middle income, okay? If you're trying to break out of that, you can't be listening to those people around you. Now, there's done studies too on generational sabotage, and it's quite fascinating. And I'll give you one example. And I was talking, I do a lot of youth work, as some people may know, and I was talking to a principal from a school, a very disadvantaged socio-economic area in Brisbane, and he was telling me this story, which is quite interesting. He said that you go to a family and you say to them, what do you want for your children? And they'll say, oh, we want our children to get the best education and, we want them to have all the things that we missed out on. And then, so they will do everything to have that child, be successful at school. And that child will be successful at school, will go on and do things, go to university, whatever. Then that child will have a well-paying job as a young adult, buy the nice car, and then come home to visit mum and dad, thinking, mum and dad are going to be so proud of me, look at me. And they walk up the driveway, and what do you think mum and dad say? Mum and dad go, they pull the Winnie Blue out, and they go, don't you walk in here thinking that you're all fancy because you got a nice car and nice clothes. You remember who put you in through school. You remember who gave you the shirt off. And psychologically, they start tearing them down, also known as the tall poppy syndrome. So what happens is parents want the best for their kids until their kids have better than they do. And then psychologically, they think that their kids think they're better than them, so they try and tear them down. It's really fascinating and sad at the same time. I myself had my own father say to me when I left my career as an officer in the army and decided to go into property investing full time. He said to me, why are you leaving the army? That's a very good job. And I said, oh, well, so I said, I've done that. I want to do something else. He goes, what, are you going to become a capitalist pig, are you? And my own father said that. And I love my father dearly, of course. But he said, are you going to become a capitalist pig? And I had to think about it. I had to stop myself for a second because I was like, hang on a second. And then I thought about it, and I thought, no, I know what this is. And I turned to him and I said, yes, Dad, that's exactly what I'm going to become, a capitalist pig. Because I tell you right now, if it wasn't for capitalism, we'd all still be running our own little, farms out in the middle of nowhere and washing our clothes once a week and living that sort of agrarian lifestyle that we used to live hundreds of years ago. So, if it wasn't for capitalism, it wasn't for investing, it wasn't for money and wealth creation, that society wouldn't be so advanced as it is now. So here's the thing, when you're getting into property investing, be very, very careful about who you talk to about it. Talk to other people who are doing it, don't talk to people who aren't. Because those people who aren't doing it, what do you think they're going to say to you? 9 out of 10 of them are going to say you shouldn't do that. And they're going to try and steer you away for whatever reason. They're going to tell you all sorts of stuff that doesn't make sense, okay? If you want to turn out like somebody, follow their advice. That's my closing word. If you want to turn out like your parents financially, follow their advice. If your parents are loaded and got heaps of money, go around there on the weekend, say, Mum, Dad, let me take you out for lunch. I want to have the chat. I'm sorry I've been a little turd all my life. I now want to listen to you. Tell me how you made all your money because I want to do it too. But if your parents don't have any money, stop taking their financial advice, okay? Because you're going to end up like them otherwise. If you want better for yourself, if you want to have the money to send your kids to good schools, afford the best healthcare, live comfortably, pursue your hobbies, retire early, fund your own retirement, travel the world, give to charity, all those things need money. If you want to be in that position, you need to take advice from people who are doing it, not people who aren't. That's all today. Cheers. Hi there, I hope you enjoyed that. If you think someone else could benefit from that, make sure you share it with them. We'd really be grateful if you did that. And if you want to get into property investing, if you're serious about it, just send us a message. Let's have a strategy session. Let's go through it. We have clients all over Australia, in fact, all over the world. And we talk to our clients either in person or via Skype. Really easy to do. So don't hesitate, get in there. It's only $297 for a strategy session, and it's 100% guaranteed refundable if at the end of it you didn't feel it was worth your while. Cheers.